Welcome back to part 2, where we understand from Surabhi's point of view internal and external beauty. We also are talking about the digital era and how we all are living in the world of filters. Is that the real world? We are also talking about the fragrance industry and the niche fragrances, the private labels. What exactly is these private labels? Watch it.
I believe, actually, I let me share it before asking you, is that I do believe that beauty is a outcome or a result of many factors at play, especially your beautiful skin. It is not only the number of products that you want to apply, or the regimen you follow about moisturizing, cleansing, etc., etc., but it's also to do with how you feel inside and how your general health is. So it's an outcome, which is a result of both internal and external. This is what I believe. I do not know about you. I would love to hear about it. Do you believe it's only great skin, that a perfect skin? Is it just an outcome of all these beautiful products?
I would never say no because the fact that I'm in this industry for 15 years. No, I mean, jokes apart, but then frankly speaking, yes, you're right that it's about a lot about your inner beauty. I mean, how confident and how things are internally and how happy are you internally, and if you are happy it just comes on your face. So for that matter, of course, I mean, we keep hearing that you need to drink a lot of water, and that's where the skin thing works for you, or you need to be more so of course you need to stop worrying about the kind of too much about the physical beauty, I would say, but also it's very important that how obsessed are you about your internal beauty. And
That's what was my next question coming. I'm sorry I'm butting in, but
Okay.
how can today's consumer overcome their obsession with physical beauty? I mean, that's what you're mentioning. Please continue.
So yeah, Anita, I mean, we know that we live in a world where we get a lot of messages about who we should be, how we should live, and who or what we should look like, right? So sometimes that can drag us down emotionally and make us feel bad about ourselves, and other times it can actually motivate us, but that motivation is often hollow actually, because it's disheartening since it seems that it's impossible to reach those standards. And especially all of this comes from Instagram and all the celebrities and pictures we see on the social media. So for me, I mean, yes, the outside world is very, very glamorous, and but what's very, very important is that you need to let go of appearance obsession. And it can be a task, but if one does it, then it makes life super, super easy and nice. So you can begin to recognize your physical appearance in only one aspect of your identity, but you can appreciate that there are other important qualities that define you as a person. And for me, intelligence is super important. I mean, you need to focus on intelligence, your sense of humor, your values, your parents, your kindness. There are so many other qualities which you already have, but it's hidden somewhere in the corner because we want to just appearance wise we want to look good, and that is where we emotionally get down, because if we are not on as per the world standards.
Yes, absolutely. In fact, the very word makeup, when you say makeup, it means it's going to help you and complement your existing looks the way you are. So, it's a lot that today's generation who's exposed to Instagram and want to look picture perfect. Well, it's good, I mean to say, for the industry. It's an ideal time when people are not hesitant indulging in beauty products, but beauty certainly is an outcome of several factors at play, and it's not only physical beauty, it's also internal beauty, which also has an impact on overall your skin perfect skin, if I may say so.
Absolutely.
And you must have got opportunity to also understand this changing consumer, and especially in Mumbai duty free. Also, not only Mumbai duty free, any duty free airports, travel retail for instance. Have you all seen the consumer changing, the travel habits changing, wherein they are open to indulging in beauty products more often? Because from whatever I understand, the another biggest category while traveling, soon followed by liquor and chocolates, would be beauty. Have you seen any changing consumer traits there?
Absolutely. I mean, to be honest, this is the part I strongly specialize in. So I mean, I have a lot of things to tell you about.
Please.
So so one very very important thing which we've noticed over the years is, of course, as India, we've reached a level of population. I mean, we've crossed China now.
Yeah.
So the population, I mean, the amount of people traveling through airports have dramatically increased, and be it Delhi and Mumbai, which are our top airports in India.
Sure.
So of course, with the number of passengers increasing, of course, there is an automatic shift of sales happening. Having said, beauty overall consists of perfumes, cosmetic, and skincare. Perfumes is one of the biggest category for us because, of course, it's more accessible and it's more easy to buy, and it's more a giftable kind of an. So you don't really need to think before gifting a perfume, because it's not very specific to someone. But well, skincare and makeup is very specific to individual needs. So fragrances is like. It's largely driven by fragrances, and that's where we see a strong shift that people have started now moving towards skin and makeup as well, which is where we see a great percentage increase in that market. And what really surprises me overall is the private collection. Very, very, very important move which we evidently see, and because of that, we are all the brands across airports are bringing in all their private collection, be it Armani Privé or YSL Vestiaire, or Gucci has got in their own private collection, or Tom Ford has their own private collection. And and why this is happening is because people have started believing that it's okay to spend on an expensive fragrance, because what they used to do is normally they used to travel abroad and buy, because the income was there, education was less, disposable income was still there, but then it was not the best accessible environment. What we see here is that if we tried putting few brands, and then it worked really well, and that's how, as a retailer back then, we started approaching all other brands. And today, as L'Oreal, we ourselves are very motivated to bring all our private collections to both Delhi and Mumbai, and we already have few, and it's working absolutely fantastic for us.
So Surbhi, I'm going to ask you this question, that when you say private collection, this private collection is restricted, or is it that market wise is not available, or why do you call it as a private collection?
So, I mean, these private collections are obviously much expensive than the regular collection. So, for example, if I talk about Armani Code, would be about 70-80 euros or dollars, and the Armani Privé, that is a private collection of Armani, is about $200+. So it's very expensive.
You're referring to the fragrance, or you're referring to all the collection of makeup and skincare?
No. I'm only talking about fragrance private collection. So basically, these private collections, we have it for example, in L'Oreal Group, we have it for Armani, YSL, and Lancome.
Sure.
And in other groups as well, they have for Gucci, they have for Burberry, they have for various other brands as well. So which means that the market, not just as L'Oreal, but I see across groups. Chanel has an amazing private collection. Dior has a very, very good private collection. It works globally very well. And of course, the realization has come for all the brands is that, this is not just meant for a global market. It's meant for India market as well. And if you start putting some here, it works. And we just did a trial and it worked really well. So, which means that we were not really offering it to the customers, and if we start offering it, it works very well. So in short, what we were not offering and what we started offering, a person has a capacity to buy a $200 worth of a fragrance.
Fragrance, for sure.
Which was never a normal thing. Frankly, people never used to spend even $10 on a cream. But today people can spend a $200 worth of a fragrance, and good amount of them. People come and buy 4-5 of them as well at the same time. So I feel this is a dramatic change, and this is where the industry is changing. This is where the entire market is changing. This is where we see the India market has evolved and grown, and it will continue to go up, and the graph is not stopping.
Well, this is it's so encouraging, and we feel so happy to hear all of this and delighted to know this. And on this note, which is so positive, Surabhi, you would have anything else that you would like to share with our listeners in the beauty space? Because I feel the evolution of beauty industry has been it has grown at faster pace in the last 10 years, and it's continuing the same momentum or maybe even faster. So on that note, if you have anything else to share on the evolution of beauty, please do share, or else on this positive note we will have to say goodbye to each other.
No, I mean, I just remembered one topic which I should mention
Sure.
is about how domestic players are promoting natural and herbal beauty products back in 2000s, and their market share was super low as compared to all the international brands.
Talking about the homegrown brands, right?
Homegrown brands, and I'm talking about specifically Patanjali. That brand back in 2000 was not very well known and not very well recognized as well. But this brand suddenly came up very strong in 2014 around, when Patanjali took over the market, that the country actually accepted herbal products and domestic brands. So that's where something which I see another great addition to our beauty market is of course we have a lot of international brands like L'Oreal, Estee Lauder, and we have a lot of groups already entering, and through Nykaa we have Huda Beauty, we have Kylie, and you have a lot of brands already introduced in India, all international brands. But then we have a lot of local domestic brands which played such a great role in bringing the kind of needs every customer has, because we have various kind of customers, and we at the same time are offering different kind of products to everyone. So today we proudly say that we have all the brands. With the kind of people we have in India, we have something or the other to offer them.
Yeah, especially like Kama and Forest Essentials.
Exactly.
So many more. Thank you so much, Surabhi, to remind me about that. I should have asked you this, because homegrown brands have also finally seen the light of the day, where they are enjoying and are growing.
Right.
Which was a struggle, as you very rightly said, in early 2000s. And today things are different. And there are many more homegrown brands, Pahadi Local. There are so many.
Yes. Yes.
The list is endless.
Correct.
So
and that's where the sustainability plays a big role, where the people have started preferring towards more organic and plant-based skincare products.
yeah, there's a whole phenomena of this clean beauty.
Right.
But that's another subject altogether. And on this note, I would just say thank you for your time, and thank you for joining us.
Thank you so much for having me.
The beauty industry has definitely become more realistic, natural, sustainable, and innovative. No doubts how rapidly it is evolving due to the speeding of technology and the changing beliefs of what beauty means. On that note, signing off for now. I'll be back next week on another interesting episode and conversation on beauty.